guys, it's Alyssa. You'll probably notice that today my camera is at a funny angle. I'm trying some new things with mounting the camera, and this is the only way that I can actually get it to not be shaky, and so you're just going to have to look at me kind of from this kind of arty sort of. Anyway, today I wanted to do a monthly favorites video for you, and I have my monthly favorites actually sitting behind me. And I've never done a monthly favorites video before, which is odd because they're super, super popular on YouTube, and I just never really, you know, there's some months where you don't purchase as much, and I guess I could say the same things, but I felt like that was monotonous, but Rochelle really wanted to try to do them, so I thought I would do mine for you today. And a couple of the first things are fashion favorites. My first fashion favorite is, would have to be bubble necklaces. I love these. J. Crew had these, gosh, I think they were one of the first companies to ever put out bubble necklaces, and people just went crazy over them. And they were super expensive. I think the last one that I saw in there was around $150, which most of us don't have the luxury of being able to get. But I found these very inexpensive ones at Charlotte Russe. This was $8.50, and I got another one that's yellow. And I really like them. If you Google or not Google, but if you type into Pinterest bubble necklaces, there's lots of different ways to style them and, you know, what kind of things they look good with. And one of the things that I really enjoyed them with were these chambray shirts. Chambray? I don't know how you say that. I think it's chambray. These old denim, like kind of cowboy looking shirts. And you can find these almost anywhere. That's definitely another fashion favorite. I've seen them at Target. I've seen them at Old Navy. I've seen them just at various like JCPenney's and department type stores at the mall. But I got this one at Old Navy. It was on sale for $15, so I was excited about that. But mine's just a plain chambray shirt. And I would stand up actually and show you like what I have it paired with a striped pencil skirt today. But Webster hasn't seen me all day, and he's feeling a little bit needy right now, so he's just going to stay where he's at. He's grumbling now because I've moved him from his sleeping spot. But anyway, I'm wearing it with a striped pencil skirt, which I also got at Old Navy. And that's another thing I'm loving, are just a little bit longer, more fitted, different color skirts that you can kind of mix and match with things. And so that's something I'm enjoying, and you can find them for relatively inexpensive prices. The next thing I want to show you is sort of a beauty favorite, and it is my new favorite perfume. I have a friend that wears this that I work with, and every time she walks by me or walks by my class, we're all like, something smells good. And I have been smelling, this sounds creepy, but I've been smelling her for 2 years and been like, girl, what are you wearing? And I definitely love this perfume. This is a Juicy Couture. I have the original, and it smells good too. But I mean, man, this one smells awesome. It is the Viva La Juicy, the one with the pink bow that's in the hot pink box. And I got this at the Elizabeth Arden outlet, so I did not pay full price for it, which was awesome. But I don't even know how to describe it to you. It has like a sweet, desserty smell, like mixed with a floral, and it just smells awesome. I would highly recommend it, and I wish I could describe it better for you, but I love it. And it's really good quality. When you spray it on, it's not too heavy, but when you spray it on in the morning, you're going to smell like it at night, which is really nice. And it just has a really good smell. And what I like about it is some perfumes, when you wear them, as you wear them throughout the day, your body chemistry changes and they don't smell the same. And this one smells exactly the same as it does when you spray it in the morning. And I love that. The next thing I wanted to show you is another random beauty favorite. I got some nail polish at Charlotte Russe, and the packaging is very similar to the American Apparel. And what I like about these is that actually, considering that it's such like cheap polish, the quality is fairly decent. This is the color, it's kind of confusing because they have all these codes on the bottom, and it's hard to actually tell what the name is. I think the name of this one is Holiday, but I could be totally wrong about that. But anyway, if you go to the checkout counter on the in the very front of the store, they have like different racks, and it's coming up on camera a lot more, red, but it's definitely like a kind of a neon peach in person. And they have a rack of neons, and then they have a rack of like pastel colors, and they're so beautiful, and they just scream spring. And that was like $3. So when I got my bubble necklace there, sorry, I feel like I'm gonna this is gross. I feel like I'm gonna burp, and it's like not happening, and so. And when and if I do, I apologize. But anyway, I got this when I got this, and I was just really, it's a beautiful color, and I was excited about it because I love neons neon peaches and neon corals. The next thing I wanted to show you is the Nearly Naked powder. And this is by Revlon. I wear the shade 010 or 10 Fair. And the only complaint I have about these is they are a little bit dark if you're a fair complected person. And they have a little mirror and the powder inside. But what I like about these, a little powder on right now. Ooh, that's fancy. Is that they're very finely milled, which is awesome because what happens is when you put it on, it absorbs, I feel like it absorbs oil really well, but it's also not heavy or cakey. And I think this is going to be like a cult favorite for the next couple of months. This and the Nearly Naked foundation, which I have not tried. I got the powder because I still wear my MAC, can't think today, concealer as a foundation. But I really enjoy this powder. I just wish that they had a couple more shades for like us whitey white girls. But the plus side is it makes me look tan. And that hardly ever happens, so that's good. And then the next thing I wanted to show you, sorry that these are behind me, it was just easier than trying to set up a table, is the, if you like the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish blushes, I would suggest the cheaper dupe of the Milani Baked blushes. It's uncanny how similar the formula is to the MAC blushes. They're almost, I feel like they're almost identical. This is the number 5 Luminoso, and it's like a, well, if I open it without throwing it at you, it's a peach color, and it's showing up on camera pretty close to what it is. It looks slightly pinker, probably to you guys, but in real life, it's a lot more peach. And I don't know, it's pretty sheer, so I don't know how, like, I don't think a swatch is really going to show up unless I put quite a bit on, because it's not, this particular color is not, like, super heavy. But this one's a nice, it's like a nice nude or a nice natural, and that is Luminoso, and I really like them. I got this at CVS. It was like $7, I think. I've had it for like a year. Well, or at least 6 months, I think. And I had kind of put it back with some of my other makeup and recently rediscovered it. And I just really like it. I don't know why I put it back in the first place because it is so similar to the MAC product. And then the next thing is the Maybelline, the Rocket Volume Express. Yeah, that's right. And I always get the waterproof in the black usually. But this mascara is pretty impressive. I had low expectations because I saw one blogger review it and she didn't like it. And I really like it. I think that it does a really good job of volumizing. It makes your lashes look huge. And what I like about it is it's pretty, I wouldn't say curling, but definitely lifting. And it reminds me a lot of the, it's like a less uplifting version of the Benefit They're Real mascara, which has polymers in it, you know, and expensive stuff. That I heard that Drew Barrymore's new mascara from Walmart, the Flower brand, has, but I haven't tried it yet. But anyway, this is really good. I'm liking it very much. And the next one is another rediscovery. This is the CoverGirl Blendable Lip Duo Blast Lipstick, and this is in the shade 855 Snap. Oh, snap. But anyway, I love this one. One side is like a dark bronzy color, which shows up a lot more peach on your lips. And then the next side is just a straight up, like, kind of pastel-y, shimmery peach. They're really nice alone, but they're also really nice together if you want to do, like, a little bit darker and kind of make the middle of your lip stand out more. Really nice. And I love it because this particular shade is so neutral that you don't really have to even really have a mirror to put it on. You can just kind of, it sort of, like, brings everything together. And I just really like it. It's great for work. And the next thing I want to show you is kind of a, I don't know if it's a food favorite, but it's a gum favorite. And it is the Extra Dessert Delights Lemon Square Gum. I'm not the biggest fan of these flavored gums. I tend to just like mint gum. I don't really like, didn't like the root beer one. Wasn't a big fan of the sherbet one. But I love the lemon square. I love lemon squares and lemon flavored candy. And so this is right up my alley. You can taste the pie crust and the lemon and the cream. And it's just so delicious. I found this at Target, but I love it. I would highly recommend it. That's one thing I'm loving. And I think a food favorite, I don't really have like a food favorite. I always love popcorn. I always love McDonald's. I always love fried chicken, which is probably why my skirts are looking a little tight in the bootay area. But I really am loving this tea. And this is Revolution or Evolution. The way they print, oh, it's called Revolution. The way they print the name on it's kind of funky. But it is the Earl Grey Lavender Black Tea, and it's so good. If you put cream and sugar in it, it's amazing. And if you don't add at least a little something to it, the lavender, if you're not used to it, can be a little disconcerting. It kind of remind you of like a cleaner. But if you add the sugar and the cream to it in conjunction with the lavender, oh my gosh, it's so delicious. I love it. And they say that this is the trademark tea of Abingdon, Virginia, where the Barter Theater is, just in case anyone's interested in a little Virginia history there for you. I've been there on my travels a few times. And then the next thing I want to talk to you about is a television favorite. There's all kinds of stuff. I love The Bachelor that's on right now. But the new show I guess I've discovered in January that I'm really liking is The Carrie Diaries. I was a little skeptical because I'm a huge fan of Sex and the City. And I wasn't sure. I didn't read the Carrie Diary book, so I didn't really know what to expect going in. But I was a little worried about how they would... I don't know how to make this not sound bad. I love the CW, and I love the way they do their shows, but I was a little concerned as to whether or not the Carrie Diaries was going to be, like, true to who Carrie Bradshaw was, or if it was going to be more, like, CW-esque with the dramatic plot lines, and the things that we all love, the kind of cheesy, sometimes writing on things. Not Heart of Dixie, though. I love Heart of Dixie. But anyway, and I've just been so impressed. I love all the 80s style of the clothes and their jewelry, and I really like the pop culture references they make to like Ronald Reagan and George Michael and Rubik's Cube and stuff. I grew up in the 80s, and so for me it's pretty exciting to see all that stuff kind of recircling. And speaking of stuff coming back, OMG, I think my favorite song of the month, and this is embarrassing, but I am so pumped that New Kids on the Block and the reunions of a lot of 90s bands like 98 Degrees, Destiny's Child, NSYNC, some of those are happening. But I am especially excited that Justin Timberlake is making a CD. I've never liked Justin Timberlake as a person that much for some reason. He's just always kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but I love his music. And I am loving the Suit and Tie song right now. It just reminds me of this like Southern fried beat, and I just love the lyrics, and I think I don't know what it's talking about. It sounds perverted. And I'm usually like the last one to figure out that songs are perverted from the lyrics, but I love just the beat and stuff of it. And so I think Justin Timberlake's music is my kind of favorite thing. And I also want to mention to you a business. I'm going to try to get you some more information in the video, but my friend Lori has a really awesome embroidery business. And so I think she's my business favorite this month. It's called Embroidery by E. I hope that's right, or else I'm going to feel really stupid, but I'm pretty sure it is. But anyway, I will try to talk about, if you're interested in embroidery or having things monogrammed, she does beautiful work and can do it on just about anything you could possibly want her to do. And her prices are very reasonable, and she's very, quick on all her correspondence and stuff. And she's an awesome person and does beautiful work, and she is super talented. And if you're interested in that kind of thing, I definitely will talk more about that in a separate video where I have time to kind of get into it. But that's my business favorite this month. And then I think so hard, there's so many. I think my silly favorite is probably my Taylor Swift cat notebook. It's Taylor Swift and it's kittens. And I'm a list maker, so I always have notebooks and things in my purse for list making. I never have pens. I always have to get those from Rochelle or from other people, but I always have paper, which is random. And then my last favorite for this month is, I have not bought a Cosmo magazine in years and years and years. And I saw these girls in the line in front of me in Target. They were probably a little younger than me, probably early 20s. And they had picked up this Miley Cyrus, this is the February issue of Cosmopolitan magazine. And they were having the best time reading some of the stuff in it. And so it got me interested, and I picked it up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's funny. And I really this is a good issue. I haven't seen one in forever. But it has a lot of articles about the up-and-coming trends and things for spring. And I'm really excited about some of the stuff I'm seeing. So I was pumped. But anyway, those are my favorites for January. Let me know if you had any of the same favorites or have any questions about anything I've talked about. And I will talk to you all later, and happy February so far. Happy Groundhog Day, too. I'm so glad Puxatani Phil did not see his shadow. Anyway, see you later. Bye.